Uh, all right, so we are back for the next session on this Microsoft Access. On today's session, we'll be looking at how to create the relationship between the table that we have created for this 3 and F. So to do so, let's just go to the database tool and go on to relationship. Highlight all of the table and click add. Okay, now we want to create a relationship between all of these tables because they are interrelated. The reason is to ensure that the information that we receive later, it means it can provide an interlinked relationship of the table. To create the relationship in Microsoft Access is very simple. First, you look at this, the theory, you should refer to the theory video. For this um, section over here, I'll just show you how to create the relationship between the tables, all right? We usually use the primary key to link to this table over here. And when you drag and drop it over here, you can see that this is for sales ID, sales rep ID to sales rep ID. Click on this reinforce referral integrity. Make sure that the table is blank, especially for the one with this numbers are inside there. If there is some information inside the table, make sure that they are similar. Otherwise, the access will block you from creating this relationship. So let's create, okay? Basically over here is one-to-many relationship. And in the lecture, in the theory part, I tell you that these are all logical sense of relationship. Let us create for this customer ID to this order as well. Same way. Oh, I forgot to enforce the so to enforce it, let us like, oh, I did enforce. All right. And for the table on this product to order, they're supposed to be many to many. However, in Access, especially the relational database, you're unable to do so. So we need to create a junction table, as I explained to you in the theory I explained to you just now. All right, in the video on the theory, and there you go. It's so fast. You actually finish up the relationship drawing of this table. Okay, now let me add on to the next step is to create, first on save this first, all right, then next we want to create the form. This will be the various form that we'll create. Obviously, we need to have one form to create the sales rep, one form to create the customer, one form to create the products, and one form to actually enter the orders. So there will be 1, 2, 3, and 4 forms. And first form is very basic. Let us create the most basic form, which is this 2 form over here, because you don't have to link any information to this table. As simple as that. So to create form, let us just go to create and then go to form wizard. And if you select sales rep, you automatically all the field will be inside here, or you can just select the information from here. All right, the table is over here. Very easy. You just click over here, all, select all, and all the informations will be entered into the particular field. And click next. Over here, we select Cumula, which is a better design. And then let us modify before we open, let us modify this form, all right? We should always select this, finish. As you can see over here is the form. You can drag it from here, you can drag it from footer, depending on where you want to drag it. So we're going to put in 3 buttons over here, which is, it can be more buttons, all right? But just basically, I want to add a new operation, add a new record, okay? Depending on your design, what you want to choose. I'm just gonna choose the basic design, and I'm not gonna put any meaning to my buttons. All right, I just go and create the next button over here, like side by side. The next one I want to have a delete. Okay, next, and then finish. And drag this up back here. following button is to save, all right, to simply save. Right, operations, maybe save. Right, there's a lot of functions over there, all right. But I'm just gonna cover these three basic functions, buttons over here. There are a lot of things you can do over here. Explore them. And for your information, if you close this button, if you select this use control wizard, if you uncheck this, and when you click on the button and you click here, the wizard button will not appear, all right? So you have to enable this wizard user control wizard to allow the button to appear this wizard form over here, all right? Just for your information, all right? Now we have done this one, we save. Okay, let us go back to the form view. All right, let us test up this this form over here by entering in the name. All right, so for this purpose, let us just put sales rep 1. All right, region, let us say region 1. All right, just save. This is add new record, okay? So delete and this is save, so save. Then let us add new record. Then sales rep 2 and region 2. Let us do this for 3 example. New record, sales rep 3, region 3, okay, and save. And there you go, we have done all of this. Now you can just go and double click on this table over here, sales rep, and you can see the information is updated accordingly. All right, just click here and double click over here. You can expand the column accordingly. All right, let us close this because yes, we want to save all of this. Close this as well. Let us leave back to this one right now. Let us create the next one, the product, the same process. I'm just going to go through with you very fast over here. Go to the product, select all, next, select formula, next, then modify, finish. Okay. Over here, do the same thing. You want to create 3 buttons. 1 button over here, which is go to operation. You can do a lot of things, right? There's a lot of things, but what I'm gonna do here is just all the basic, the one that I feel that you must have. So do all the arrangement nicely. Just let me just next and finish. Let me just drag this over here to here. Nicely over here, all right? And right here. Finally, we want to save the record, all right? I don't know how you want to arrange this, but it should be in order, should be in a nice order that that you feel it is user friendly. All right, you don't want a form which is not user friendly. Over here, let us start add a new order. Okay, let us say the product 1. All right, product 1, and then price maybe let us go with even numbers. All right, even numbers, save, and then a new. Let us put in product 2. You can do a lot of things. You can do control find, you can search, you can do a lot of things. But over here, I'm just gonna go through with you a very simple one. Of course, you can search and then modify the data, which is very, very user friendly. That is what you want to have it inside the Access to show that your system or your database is very good. All right, let me close this one. Let us go and open this product. You can see as so we have created the table. It can be inputted inside here. Now, following that, we will have this customer table. Bear in mind that this customer table will have this sales ID, and this sales ID is actually a foreign key from the sales rep. And we are using the primary key from here. So what we're going to do is we should create the form, and the form should have the active combo box so that you can select the sales rep ID over here to prevent the issue of select for entering the issue, right? That will prevent the control issue. So let us create the form over here. Go to form wizard again. Simple process. Let us select everything inside for the customer. Next, and then modify, finish. So for this case, what you want to do is first is the 3 button, which is the usual thing that I want to put over here. In your assignment, you should also put in the modify button, all right, to modify. You can navigate across, and then you can basically search the record and then change the record accordingly. Next. All right, I want to just go through these 3 buttons over here very fast, like so. All right, and one more button over here. All right, which is the save button. Okay, save record button, then finish. There you go. You can see that all the buttons here. Now for this sales rep ID, let us delete this away. We don't want them. We want to use this, what we call the combo box over here. You see the combo box. All right, select this combo box. We can place it somewhere over here. You place a combo box somewhere over here. Next, first you choose the first one. All right, so that you can query from the other table or other query. Of course, it's a sales rep, right? We want to put in everything just for the sake of example. Let us assign it according to all the field inside there. Okay. Next, let us show the ID as well. And we just make it nicer over here. Next, and then we want to store this information to the sales rep ID, and you click next and finish. Okay. As simple as that. Over here, you can put in the name of sales rep. All right, the sales rep. Okay, now save, and then change to the form view. Let us test this whether it work or not. Click on new, customer name. Let us go customer 1, address 1. Let us put in the first sales rep, save, and then new, customer 2, address 2, and let us put in number 2, save, maybe new, customer 3, address 3. Let us go back and use the first one, save, and new, customer 3, 3, 4. This is 4. All right, 4, address 4, and let us select region. All right, the third region. All right, save. Okay, let us close this, and let's go to the customer table. As you can see over here, you can know by this that we have all the information inputted accordingly. Okay, over here we just have all the forms up. We have all the forms to input all the information inside. We don't have the query yet, so we still not sure whether this customer name refer to which customer sales ID, right? So we'll create the queries later on. Now we are just creating a form to enter in the table first. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let us create the last form over here, which is the order form. Order form consists of the main order over here, and then we will have a sub form over here. How to do it? Very simple. Go to create form wizard, select over here all the information in the order, select, enter all of them in, and then go to the order details. If you can see from my screen over here, we only need to put in the product ID and the quantity. All right. Then click next. For here, you can see you just follow the default preset over here, and then click next. We'll use the data sheet form, not tabular. And finally, you want to just finish this first. All right. You can see that you have this form over here. Let us modify this form first to add in the 3 buttons. All right, the 3 buttons can be anywhere. For my sake, for this example purpose, I will just put over here. It can be more than 3 buttons. Just that it must be clear, and the purpose of it must be there. All right, let me just put in another button over here, the delete, and the final button should be to save. All right, save over here. Okay, finish. All right, let me just drag this and put it over here. And the thing is, we want to change this customer ID. If you can see the relationship over here, these are customer ID is actually from here, and then the order ID we don't need because we already linked together the form, but the product ID is from here, so we need to have these two to be combo box. So let us delete the custom ID over here away. Go to the design. Let us select the combo box over here. Place the combo box somewhere here. Just see the plus sign over here. There we go. Next, we want it to be from customer. Yes. Let us put in all the informations. Don't have to put in the sales ID reps. Next, select all accordingly. Let us arrange all in ascending order so that when we open the drop down, it will be nicely drop down. All right, uncheck this, click on this. And next, and then store this one into the customer ID. Next, and then finish. Simple as that, right? Let me just make it nicer a bit. Of course, you need to arrange this, and you can use your mouse to further adjust this. Let us put this to customer name or ID. But over here, since I have everything inside, it should be accordingly. Now for the product over here, we also need to delete this away and delete this away as well. There's one thing that we need to ensure is problem on this. When we delete this one, and then when we put in the combo box over here, where's the combo box? Put in to here, we want the product, right? Product ID. So product, select all, next, put everything inside accordingly. Next, uncheck this, next, and then store it to product ID. So then finish. The thing is, if you create like this, all right, you will suffer some problem, which is just show you a moment. Over here, like just put a product ID or product name or whatever you want. If you save this and then we go back to the normal view, you can see that the quantity is here, but the product is here. However, you can select the product and you can select but it doesn't look nice, right? So what you can do is go to layout view, you can swap this, but that's not a complete full root cause of it. You cannot solve the whole thing. There must be some way for you to adjust over here, but you want to make it easy, you delete the quantity and you place the quantity back again over here. Text box, put it over here. Okay, you want to bind this. Okay, bound this to, just go back over here. You want to bound this to the data. So data source, bound this to quantity. All right, simple as that. So quantity. And now you save. If you go back to the data view, you can see that they are all accordingly. So let us just try and put in something over here. New IN entry. Let us say first customer, order date yesterday. Let us say product 1, and we say we want to buy 10, and then product 2, we want to buy another 10 of this product, and then you save this. Okay, let us create the new order. Go to, let's say, customer 3, and that date is today. Let us select product 3, and this time this person just order one product and save, and then let us try to have another new record. Let us create 3 records over here. All right, let's scan customer, and let's say also today, and product 2 and another 10 record. All right, then you save. Okay, now you see when you create this form, order form, over here you can see it create automatically an order detail subform, which is actually subform of this one, right? You actually created the subform over here. It's okay, you don't need to open this. When you want to record the order, you just record on this form. Then when you open up the order, you can see that the information is inputted accordingly. So close all. Yes, we're going to save everything. And, and that's it. That's pretty much about relationship and creating form design, all right? I think I want to go through the form wizard as well and the report wizard in the same video so that you don't have to go through so many video. You can just skip accordingly to the part that you want to look at. All right. Just cancel this. For this query wizard, as I tell you just now, if you look at the table over here, like this order over here, you cannot see much, right? You can just see order ID and then the customer ID and the date. And then if you look at the order details, you cannot see much as well. And it is quite hard to see from this table. So what you can do is you can create, close all right? You can create a query wizard. It means you want to request the information. So let us go and click on this. Let us go with the simple query wizard over here. Of course, in your assignment, you can go complex one and you can input in more information. So accordingly, click OK. And then from this, let us check which table you want to find the information. So let's go with the customer information over here. Let's say customer ID and customer name. And then I want to know the order, all right, what order date, okay, and also the order details. We want to see what let me just go products first, all right, what product this person order, and then what how many quantities, all right, how many quantities this person order. I'm just making up some random query over here, right? Okay, let us click next. And then it can be detail showing every record or you want a summary. So you can play along with it. You can see over here the design as it can be. Let us just select the first one, the details. Click next. And then you can just open. You can modify if you want to, but let us just open and show you a simple query wizard. And you can see over here, it is clearer and it's easier for you to see that customer one actually have 2 times ordered this product number one and product number two. And basically you just regenerate the informations out and the queries over here, right? These are all the original table records, and these are just the query that you query from the table to have a better viewing of the informations. It can be a lot of things. Query itself also, you can query on, let's say, you can go to query wizard. Over here, you can modify. Let me just go and right click here and design view. Design view, right? Interestingly, you can also create something like equation over here. For example, let me just check from here. Field, let's say total value. If I'm correct, all right, double dot. Let us go from how do you calculate total price multiply with the quantity. I don't know if this works or not, right? Let me just try and save and run. So you can see that it actually works. You can do that as well to add in the computation over here and do some basic computation onto the table. That's the reason why the total value is removed from our theory NF, because we can just calculate on the fly, all right? There you go, there you have it. It's about the query. Now let us move to the final part of this lesson, which is on creating the reports, okay? Creating report, there's a lot of way you can do a lot of things, but let me just go with the basic so that you have the idea and you can explore from there onwards. Okay, let us go to this report wizard over here as usual. Let us go and create some reports on the customer ID. Let's say on this query we want to have, it can be from query or the table, all right? From query, maybe let us go with the query. All right, let us go with this query and we want to generate a report from this query. All right, It can be like this also, or it can be the other way. Report means it will show you a very nice report. Right, next. This is how you want to group your informations. Do you want to add any grouping level? You can go with this first and then only the below like this. All right, you can go like this. Basically, you can switch the priorities. Customer name over here, let's say we don't want the customer name. Customer ID, let me just see. Never mind. I think this should be okay. Let us go like this. All right, you can do your grouping options. There are a lot of things you can play along with. Over here, I just go with the basic. Again, you should learn. You should just see and put in this accordingly. Only 4, all right. Summary options. Let me see this. You can do some summary detail, do some average. Maybe you wanna do that. You wanna put average, maybe like this. Okay. Next. And then it can step, can be block, outline, step, it can be landscape. Let us put landscape and step, adjust the field, okay, preview the report finish. You can see over here is a preview report. You can click and look at it. And this, of course, the you should modify by going to right click over here and design view. You can modify this. This over here. I hope that it should show better now. I'm not sure. Let us see. Yeah, you can see at least the date is shown better. That's it. That's pretty much all about the access and all about this tutorial. This actually sums up our understanding of learning on this Microsoft Access. And to go further on this, I would suggest you to explore on the different, number one is on the different buttons that you can create for the form to make it more interactive. And number two is on the external data. You can play around with this, how to export the data and import the data. And pretty much there's one more part that I will show you, which is the creating. Let me just see if we have time. Creating the user login, all right, login user ID. Let us do that also, so that I don't have to put in more of the video. Let's go home over here. Let me just see if I have this link with me. Right. I think never mind. That would be like around 5 minutes for that. For now, let us just end at this part and see you on the next video.